Hey, what's going on, gang? Today we're going to look at Genshin Impact. Brand new action RPG coming to mobile, PlayStation, Switch, and PC with cross-save and cross-play for multiplayer. And we're going to take a look at the first initial impression of Genshin Impact, and that's that, is this game a Zelda Breath of the Wild clone? And I'm here to put that to rest, because I want to tell you, man, Genshin Impact is an open world exploration action RPG where you can climb to the highest heights, see a giant open world, and glide across it. As where Zelda Breath of the Wild is a open world action RPG where you can climb to the highest heights and then jump off and glide. Whew, oh boy. Okay, so yes, the obvious comparisons are fair. The game definitely uses similar assets to Breath of the Wild. The world composition is very, very similar. The graphic style is almost identical. And you look at all that and you're like, wow, clone, bad, no. But let me ask you a question. Is a game, if it was simply a clone of Breath of the Wild with a different world, a different story, different enemies, and different stuff to fight, but essentially the same game, is that necessarily such a bad thing, considering that Breath of the Wild was such a masterpiece? To me, no. I think the world could use more games like Breath of the Wild, personally. It's my favorite game of all time, so it's an easy yes to jump into another massive world like that. But after you scrape the surface of Genshin, there's a lot more underneath. Genshin at its core is a live service online action game. It has everything that live service games has. It has like weekly events and daily missions and a battle pass and online co-op and dungeons and stuff to grind out your characters. Characters, plural. This is another difference. Genshin Impact has a plethora of characters that you can unlock just by playing the game. Obviously, there will be microtransaction stuff since this is going to be a free-to-play game. If you ever played Honkai Impact, you'll kind of know exactly what kind of gacha mechanics or microtransactions will be in the game. But from my experience playing the beta, you'll be given the materials and currencies in order to unlock characters as you play. But as a free-to-play game, obviously, it's going to have a lot of microtransaction stuff. So if that's not your bag, then you're probably not going to enjoy this. But like I was saying, under the surface, the game is very deep. Each character has its own skill trees, constellations, which is like further character growth. You have different weapon sets for each character. Each weapon and artifacts, which are like armor pieces, can all be individually leveled up. So the way that works is as you're going through the game, you'll get experience scrolls for your character. You'll get weapons with like the white, green, blue, purple legendary rarities. And then if you don't need a weapon, then you feed that weapon to the weapon that you're using, and that's what makes it stronger. Same situation for artifacts, armor pieces. Each of them has their own skill trees. Each of them has their own traits to them. Each of them has those traits grow as you level up the items. So it's this very mobile-esque build of the game of constantly playing, finding materials, upgrading your stuff, upgrading your characters. Duplicates of characters give you materials that let you upgrade those characters even more. So it is a very, very deep action RPG. Outside of the obvious comparisons to Breath of the Wild. So if that's something you could get past, this game's going to be free to play. It should be out before the end of 2020. If that's something you guys want to check out. I've been playing both betas. I fucking love it. The co-op is super smooth. The dungeons are a lot of fun. The combat is really deep because it works on this whole like elemental combo system because each character has like their own element that they belong to. And you can like combine fire with electricity to make big combustible explosions, or, you know, use wind to spread fire elements or electricity elements, or the whole nine. It's really cool. And it works the same way in co-op where you and your teammate or teammates, you can play up to 4 people. You can combine your elements and make really cool combos in combat. It's very fun. So check it out. If you can't get past the whole comparisons to Zelda, that's unfortunate. Totally get it. If you can't get past microtransactions and free-to-play shit, totally cool. But I recommend checking it out when it comes out. It's going to be on everything. Everything's cross-play. If you're playing on mobile, you can play with your buddy on Switch or PlayStation or PC or whatever, vice versa. So again, Genshin Impact, recommend checking it out when it comes out, guys. I've been enjoying the shit out of the betas. and I'll see you guys on streams. Peace.